All right. I may or may not ever do another flat Earth video, um, but been really researching into it thanks to Rob Skiba and a bunch of other folks, and just thought I would sitting at my desk, just got off work. Thought I might do a few little experiments, and so let me see where the video items used to test. There we go. I did this just a little while ago. Um, Took some Jenga blocks from a Star Wars Angry Birds Star Wars kit and hot glued them to a piece of paper at the same distance apart. Um, just so I could kind of see some vertical perspectives. I built this out of my son's Legos to house my iPhone so I could drive it like I was driving. There you go. And also used a giant medicine ball to represent Earth or the globe. Um, and then here's I taped it to the ball. I mean, just that alone looks a little ridiculous, but as you can see, and I know Rob Skiba has pointed out several times that the vertical perspective on a ball changes, but a flat Earth it does not, or on a flat plane, I should say. I've seen some comments, people talking about um, flat Earth, or it's talking about being hilly, and we're not. I don't. I think that's a misconception. Flat Earth is a flat plane, not that everything is flat. There's obviously mountains and terrain, but um, and so let's get down to driving test. So I had this guy, a little camera rig, Lego camera rig, and I just drove down the road. And this sort of be like telephone poles. As you can see, they grow, they come towards you, and the ones further in the distance is smaller, but they're not really because they're all the same exact size. Um, just kind of interesting on that because that's what we actually see. I asked my son this, and I showed him ball building. I know this is definitely nowhere near to scale, so don't go crazy because it's not to scale, but it was hard to get the horizon in the picture. I had to push the had to push my little camera rig down into the ball in order to get any sort of the um, perspective of the ground. Like right there, I'm lifting up the back, trying to pointing down. I can't just go straight and see. I'm having to point down to even get some sort of vertical, some sort of kind of horizontal view of the earth below. Um, and let's see. And so then I was like, well, clouds. That would be kind of fun. So very very rough cutout clouds, um, but they're all roughly between 6 and 7 inches. Using straws, not the most um, giving thing to be able to get everything exact, but as you can see, that's what we see in reality in a distance. The further away the clouds are, even though they're generally those type of clouds, I don't know what, I'm not even going to attempt to name those type of clouds, but the ones that are kind of flat. Mostly, a lot of times we see in the summertime. They're generally right around about the same altitude, and they get further down towards the um, vanishing point, towards the middle. Um, and you would think that, I don't know, it's just a test. And so then I drove with my little camera rig. I drove the clouds, and then I was doing that, I kind of noticed that um, the horizon, if you would view this part right here as the horizon, stays generally in the same area until you get right up close to it. And that would be like if you were walking up close to a cliff. The closer you got, it's going to move. That fixed point is going to move. But as you pull back away from it, it's going to go to a certain point. It's going to stay there, and it's kind of how the horizon is always at eye level. But that was kind of another interesting little tidbit I discovered. I think that was another attempt at the ball. I thought about trying to do clouds with the ball, but I just kind of don't really have time today to do that. But I just thought I would just share these few little discoveries, just what I did in a matter of a few minutes. Thought I had a different one where I was driving down the road. And I mean, I asked my son, does that look like what we see when we drive down the road? And he said, yeah. I mean, it looks, to me, that's what it looks like. But um, I don't know. I don't know if this helps anybody or hurts the movement, or if anybody actually even see this video. But I will talk to you guys later.